Checking in with my daily update, and it's been actually really nice to have had a day at home. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been here, and it's been a long time since I've been able to say that. Well, it's not strictly true. I suppose I was here for a couple of days beginning of last week, but presenting virtually in that time. So today's the first day that I haven't been presenting for a couple of weeks, and I feel incredibly grateful that that is the case. But also very grateful for the opportunity to just be here and gather my thoughts and catch up with a few things. And there is still some catching up to do. I'm not downing tools just yet, but I thought I'd take this moment to just quickly check in with where I'm up to and what I've been doing today. Some of the catch-ups that I've been meaning and needing to do have been on some of those prospective engagements that I just needed to chase up and see where we're at to with them, especially a couple of the speaking bureau opportunities. And typically what happens is, well, I say typically, this is what's been happening for the most part this year, apart from on just the one occasion where I did actually get the gig, where it just goes quiet and I don't hear anything because you don't necessarily get told if you haven't got it. And you know, they're putting other people forwards. Maybe other bureaus are also pitching for the same business as well, the same engagements with their speakers. And so it kind of stands to reason that I'm not going to get every single one that I get put forwards to, and I totally understand that. But at the same time, I like to make sure I am keeping a check on which ones are up there and as open tickets, so I can chase and check up on them, so I'm not keeping dates free unnecessarily. So I've done a little bit of chasing there. Also done a bit more chasing to just catch up with the production team from the Portugal gig, because I really want to see, first of all, get some feedback from them, because I know that I'll get some really honest and open feedback and probably something quite constructive and useful as well. But also just to see if we can have a catch-up meeting next week with regards what else we can do, what I can do to deepen the relationship and to look at how else I can work with and support the company. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get something booked in for the mid to latter part of next week as well. The feedback has been coming in from the sessions that I've been running this week down in Plymouth, and I know I've been hammering on about this, but I have had some really good feedback, and that seems to be filtering through to the official feedback now as well, not just the anecdotal stuff. So really, really pleased with how that's went. It's not all 100% amazing, and I don't think I would have expected it to have been, because I know that not everybody would have responded to it, but on the whole, it's been fairly successful. Certainly the leadership team seem to be reasonably happy with it. So looking forward to deepening that relationship as well and seeing where we can do some additional work going forwards. As I said, I've already been asked to potentially do some similar training with another part of the logistics team as soon as possible, which was the timeline that was positioned to me. So realistically, that's looking at the end of November, early December time. So I need to find some possible dates where we could maybe do that. And then the other thing today was another thing through Gen Healthy Minds, another client that we've worked with before, but a very different engagement. It's around growth mindset, but as it pertains to strategy, growth, and change. And for a very, very kind of important part of their ongoing development and their actual strategy as they start to implement and develop, and they really need to make sure that people are coming with them on that journey. And so I'm doing a keynote and then facilitating some breakout rooms to make sure that the discussions and conversations are really have this thread of growth mindset threaded throughout them. So another one that I'm really looking forward to, and that's pegged for a week on Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's a 2 days, 3 hours a day, with me just obviously having a keynote for one of the days, and then I'll do a closing keynote for 10 minutes or so at the end as well. So just really, again, I came into this talking about great gratitude for the opportunities that I've had in the last couple of weeks and beyond, but also grateful for the variety of work that I'm getting through at the moment as well. I know this week's been a funny one because I've delivered the same session 5 times, but the variety of having that opportunity and learning some of the things that I hadn't even properly deeply considered, with regards laying down relationships and rapport at the beginning part of a session, having to do that 5 times, and framing things up. I just feel like I'm learning so much at the moment, and I'm just kind of feel like I'm really thriving in all of this. And it isn't all going smoothly. I'm still getting lots of rejections, lots of setbacks and knockbacks, and things that aren't working and things that are failing. I'm still getting all of that. And it's still not working, moving forwards perhaps as rapidly as I would like. I'm not just looking at where I am now. I'm looking at what's slated for December, for January, for February, March, and not just the associate work that I'm doing, but the independent stuff as well, and bureaus. And I'm not getting the traction that I want with that. But that's balanced at the moment with some wins, some successes, and a real feeling of progress and having an impact, making a difference. And for me, that's the most important thing. So there's my update for the day. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.